Hi, we're Owen, Lynn, and Maggie of Van Trek and Lifestyle. We recently sold our Travado and got a Revel. Many of you ask us why. One word, adventure. Not every trip is an epic adventure. Sometimes it's just living out of the Revel. But even that can be an adventure as you sleep just feet from crashing waves. We get to explore sandy beaches and lighthouses of an old coastal town. And while we were there, we went on a scavenger hunt for the tree spirits. What are they? Well, in today's video, we'll show you. We're glad you're here. Welcome. So where are we parked tonight? Some condos here and here, but a beach access right between it. And that's where the van is.
I love her run.
She's faster than you, Maggie.
She is.
Okay, when we left that bridge today, I thought maybe we should have just stayed and we would have had a beautiful view of the water. But coming over here to St. Simon's Island, we were able to find a spot right next to the water, right on the beach. It's going to be a peaceful night, listening to the waves and just enjoying the night. This is home tonight. Let's turn the seats around. Seats are turned around and this is our view. Can't wait for dinner with this view. While we do have a really good view here of the ocean and we can hear that, one of the things we're not going to do is get the griddle or anything else out. So we're going to cook inside tonight. What are we having? Well, here, I'll let Lynn tell you.
So I think we're just going to make a couple of sandwiches tonight. So I'm heating them up so we can have something a little bit warmer.
Awesome. Kind of like Egg McMuffins?
No, I'm not making eggs.
Oh, kind of like non-egg muffins.
Kind of like.
We are trying something different tonight just to see if it's okay. Last night the seat in the back was not very comfortable for either one of us for a very long time. So tonight we spun both of the seats around. Maggie is taking the driver's seat. I'm kind of comfortable in the passenger seat. And when Lynn finishes cooking, she'll take over the bench seat. We're going to see if that works. And if it does, there is a possibility that instead of creating a lounge in the back, we may make use of the storage instead. I know that it's a never-ending kind of debate with those of us who own a Revel. Do you live in that back area, or do you use it for storage to take toys? So we'll see which one works tonight. It's hot, honey.
It is hot. like a BLT.
Except it's got spinach instead, right?
And no tea.
The crap is there's no one near a BLT.
We showed last night what
So
we were
what did you say it is?
It's BCS.
What does that stand for?
Bacon, cheese, and spinach.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, let's try it.
Let's try it. Is it happy dance worthy? Oh, good grief, I bet it is. It's hard to get used to parking your van right beside of the beach, waking up to the sound of waves crashing, and being able to make your coffee and look out the window and see this.
No walking on the beach this morning.
Wish that I could stay. Wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind, and though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night.
It's gorgeous out here.
We made it to the start of town, but we're kind of parked illegally in front of the lighthouse. So we're going to go back to the lighthouse, get the van and move it somewhere else, and then we'll go explore. This is Neptune Park, and that's the public library there. What a beautiful library they have here, overlooking the ocean. Man. If you've been to this area before, then what's over my shoulder may look like something a little weird and new. That's the Golden Ray. It's an automobile ship that, well, it wasn't loaded correctly and it flipped over right in the middle of the inlet. So for the last year, they have been chopping it into pieces and removing it. The big yellow crane that's there is the world's largest crane that can lift things. It can go 90 degrees across the ship, and they're literally gonna cut it into pieces and then carry it out. And it's still full of cars. We learned all this from the gentleman who's sitting here who looks like a sailor looking out at sea. Pretty cool. And if you're wondering, the inlet is still open. Right before it turned on its side and listed, they moved as far as they could out of the channel. So the channel's still available for the ships. And that's a good thing too, because under the bridge is the second most active automobile import port on the East Coast.
You have arrived at your destination.
Sometimes you need to look around before you set directions. I just found another parking spot, and I set the directions to go to the Welcome Center and Visitor Center. And I turned it on and said start. And as soon as I pushed start, it said, you have arrived. And we looked around.
It's behind us.
We're sitting right at it. We're going to go here and see if we can find the first tree spirit. The Golden Isles tree spirit. Cora the mermaid is just one of several tree spirits hidden around St. Simon's Island. So we found the first tree spirit, Cora the mermaid. Now we're going to walk downtown for just a little bit and see if we can find a few more. And I got to tell you, during COVID, this is a different kind of visit to the downtown Pier Village area of St. Simon's Island. This is the kind of place that, well, if it were not for COVID, Lynn would be going into each one of these stores. Maggie and I would probably spend a lot of time just hunkered down in the van, but we won't be going in any today.
Do you recall when we were young, running from all things at once, without thinking twice? And I knew it would catch up, and that we would be the one.
So these tree spirits were carved by a carver named Keith Jennings in the 1800s. Many think they were carved to represent the faces of sailors who were lost at sea, but Mr. Jennings said no, they weren't. The tree itself actually speaks to him and tells him what needs to be carved. Sometimes it is a face of a sailor who was lost at sea, but sometimes it's just a grandmother that's looking out and wondering who's there. And I think that's really neat. If you've ever carved anything from wood, then you know exactly what he's talking about. Sometimes you just pick up a piece of wood and it tells you what it wants to be. I think that's what Mr. Jennings was saying.
Stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on.
This particular one said to go to the entrance to the baseball field, and there's an old tree there. Bunch of old trees here, but we'll find it.
Here it is.
Hey,
It looks like a turtle.
turtle.
Yeah.
Ah. Awesome.
Yeah. Sleeping turtle.
All right, dear, where's the next one?
Redford Village, across from Gannett's Landing. Look up. I don't know where that.
This has been fun as we walked around. We decided that the next one we want to see is in a place that I'm going to like. You have to go down a dirt road to get to it. Let's take the van down the dirt road and see if we can find the tree spirit.
So we're gonna look for our last tree spirit, and we are at, what's the name of this park?
Gassony?
I don't think so, but anyway.
Gascoigene.
Oh, okay. Maybe so then.
I don't know about that. What them kids doing?
Not much of a dirt road, is it?
And your destination will be on the right.
We haven't found the tree spirit yet we were looking for, but we did find a dock with some water all around it, and it's beautiful. Maggie and Owen are loving it.
We are. Look at this. That's the stuff there. We'll head back up and look for that tree spirit.
I think I see it.
You do?
Yeah.
Look at it is. I see from here. Maybe that's a little friend. Hi, bud. No, don't pause. He's
Somehow
stretching.
made it through without losing sight.
But you know, if he carved them in the 1800s, they've definitely grown with the tree.
You like this as much as we do the water, don't you?
I like the water too, but it's really cool. It's a really pretty park.
My mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time.
Told Owen it would be better just to pull up here to the bathroom, but he wanted to roll it up. Now he's happy to see him. What you doing?
I gotta go empty the toilet here. Shitter's full.
Shitter's full. Not much of a shitter. Maggie's going with you. Did you fill it up?
Half a dance, half a dance.
I don't
You
know
hear
if
me
that.
moaning and groaning in there?
I'd heard you moaning. Are you feel better now?
Feel better.
All right. Is it bad? It's about to throw up.
That's okay. So the campground we're going to now has a dump station, and it has full hookups probably with the one we're going to get. But it's easier to use a toilet like that than it is to try to get it down in one of the little dump stations. It's a mess waiting to happen if you're trying to use just a dump station. So
That's just gross.
I always try to just find a bathroom before it gets full and go in there and moan and groan and empty the toilet. And we had a little bit of cleaning to do this time, but nothing that made me throw up. Yeah, so Lynn's gonna have to learn to do that too, I think, but nah, that's my job forever. Okay, that's all right with me. Behind Walmart. Thank you for visiting us up here.
Time is gone and I grew up. I somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time.
Hi guys, it's Owen of Van Trek and Lifestyle, and we're glad you found our channel. We release a video just like this every Sunday morning. But if you can't wait until then, well, up here there's a video that we think you'll like. And over here, well, that's a playlist for all the Revel videos that we've created since we've switched from our Travato to the Revel. Thanks for being part of this big journey we're on. See you next week.